Hello guys and welcome back to the channel, thanks for tuning in. So today I'm going to be talking about none other than the PlayStation Vita by Sony. Now after playing on the Analog Pocket, playing on the Steam Deck, playing on the Nintendo Switch, I actually looked at my shelf and I realised that I've got a PlayStation Vita. And what a phenomenal console this is. And it actually came in loads of different colours, different varieties, different combinations. I wish I could collect them all, but they are very pricey now and they're kind of hard to come by. So I was kind of lucky to get the one that I got in this salmon type of colour. It is a nice colour, it was one of my favourites at the time. But like I said, I would like to have some of the other colours. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the colours. So here is the PlayStation Vita in my hands. It's a really nice console, it feels really good in the hands, and I'm just really happy to own one in 2024. I even think till this day that this system is well ahead of its time. It does have a touch screen. The only thing that lets it down is this old school USB charging. Aside from that though, I think it looks beautiful. It still stands the test of time here in 2024. It is quite an old system now, but having it in my collection, I'm just really proud to have it, and I'm really happy that I do have one. I really think you guys should really look into getting one now before they get really expensive. Anyway, let's have a look at the screen. So the colors really pop, they are very vibrant, and the screen itself is very responsive. It does have a trackpad on the back as well, again ahead of its time. What a beautiful little console. Anyway, let's keep looking ahead and see what else we can find on this actual system. So the way Sony went with this system is cartridge based as well. And I think they nailed it with the cartridges. These are getting quite expensive as well nowadays. I do wish I had more, but they are, like I said, they are getting a bit more expensive nowadays. And I will look into it and I will look onto eBay to see if I can find some good deals, because my collection on this PlayStation Vita is quite small. So anyway, let's go ahead and have a look at some gameplay footage, and let's have a look at the screen and let's see how it actually looks here in 2024. So let's check out some Marvel vs. Capcom. If you're wanting to buy this game, guys, digitally, you can actually pick it up for about $6 or $7 right now on the PlayStation Store, which is a complete steal. I just bought it and I've been having a ton of fun. I tried to buy the game physically for the PlayStation 4, but it's quite expensive right now. It's about $120, $100, and that's too pricey for me. So I just bought the digital version and I'm happy to go because I do have it on the PlayStation Vita. Anyway, let's carry on. So looking on the PlayStation Vita, look at the screen. It looks really nice. The colors really pop. It's very vivid, and it's just a real gem and a real treat to look at, and even to hold. It's really comfortable, and I can't believe that I've actually neglected this system. I'm actually going to play some good games on this. I would love to pick up some RPGs. So if you guys know of any good RPGs for the PlayStation Vita, please leave it in the comment section down below, because I will definitely pick up some RPGs for this system, because it's one of those systems that, like I said, I do have some games, but they're not the best of games, and there's not very many RPGs that I've got. I think I've got Persona 4 Golden, and I think I've also got one of the Yeast games. But I'm going to make a more extensive video in my game collection for the PlayStation Vita. Right now I just want to check it out and show you guys some gameplay footage. My goodness, why is it that Akuma is just a beast in every game? Every time you pick Akuma, he's always a beast. There's never a time where you pick up Akuma and you're kind of disappointed. Not in my experience anyway. I can't think of any at the top of my head, but if you guys know of any times you picked Akuma and you've been disappointed, let me know in the comment section down below. Marvel vs. Capcom, what a phenomenal game. I ended up playing it for a couple of hours and I just couldn't put it down. But anyway, let's keep it moving. I was just having too much fun there. So the next game I think I'm going to test out is Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This is another game that I think a lot of people had a lot of criticisms at the time and they really didn't like this game. I really loved this game. I'm not going to lie, I really enjoyed it. Not so much the story, but the gameplay mechanics and the actual crossover itself. I think it was awesome. It was done really well by Capcom. But again, each to their own. And I do own this game on the Xbox 360, but I don't actually own a 360 at the moment. I am looking to buy one. Anyway, let's do a quick sound test. The game was actually on. It was on Steam. Apparently, it was on Steam, and you can't buy it on Steam anymore. It just says currently unavailable. But it's a phenomenal game, and it's one that I would really love to have on a console. And I also don't have a PlayStation 3, so I might actually get a PlayStation 3 just to play some of these old school games. Now, I know what the situation was. It's something to do with the characters being locked on the disc or something, but hey ho, who cares? The main characters were there for me. The main characters in this game for me, for myself, were Ryu, Kazuya, and Akuma. And they're the ones that I used to rotate with the most. And I had a ton of fun with this game. It's a game that, like I said, got a lot of slack and a lot of flack in the beginning. But in the end, I think it turned out to be a really good game, and something that I wish they would redo, or at least Namco would make their version of the game. But anyway, that's enough of the history of the game and my experience. I'm just happy to have it on the PlayStation Vita, and it is a wonderful port, really well made, feels really good, looks really good. It's just a fantastic game. I do love this game, and if you guys like this game, please let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are on this game, whether you have it on the PlayStation Vita, PlayStation 3, or the Xbox 360. I would really like to know your thoughts on this game.
Wasn't I brilliant?
Now this next game is a real gem for myself, and I think if you do have a PlayStation Vita, it's one to pick up. It's called Oboro Muramasa. It also came out on the Nintendo Wii. This game is a real phenomenal game, and I would love to make a more in-depth video of this game. But look how beautiful the visuals are on this game, and the way the game actually plays. It's just such a treat to have this on the PlayStation Vita. Also, I was playing it on the Nintendo Wii the other day. Again, I need to make a video on both of these games because they are phenomenal. And if there is a game that you need in your collection, it's this one. This was quite expensive, and I only learned about this game quite recently, like a couple of months ago. And I'm really happy to have it in my collection. Anyway, moving on then, guys. Why should you buy a PlayStation Vita in 2024? Well, it's really plain and simple, really. It's got a real great library, some awesome games on there, and it's just a system that's well ahead of its time. And I do think that there is a lot of enjoyment to be had here. Just be wise and pick some good games that are out on the system right now for cheap, and you'll be good to go. So that's the reason why I think you should get the PlayStation Vita in 2024. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe, guys. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.